Welcome to my YouTube channel, Half Fast Hugo. Today we are not riding, but I figured I would give you a channel update, so I appreciate you checking in. We are in the spring freeze-thaw cycle time, so we're still snow on the ground. It's actually kind of raining. I still got snow in the yard. It's kind of a crazy time of the year. So what happens is we get the freezing overnight, gets below 32, below freezing, and trails get hardened up, and then during the day, sun comes out, it gets above freezing, and then it turns to mush. All that water comes to the top, the frost. So it makes the trails a mess. So that's why when you see the trails are closed, it's a good idea to stay off them and not ruin it, because it makes it a lot more work when the trails actually do dry out and they have to do a lot of trail repairs. So what have I been up to? I haven't been riding, obviously. I did go get the trip. If you watched my last video, I was down at Howler Bike Park. It was wet that day. It was kind of rainy. Some water was leaching out of the mountains, so it was kind of sketchy riding on the rocks. And then if you've also been watching, you know I'm going to have a shoulder replacement here coming up. So I'm going to have a titanium shoulder, full total an anatomical shoulder replacement on May 12th. So that'll keep me sidelined for maybe 3 months, hopefully not quite as long, and maybe I can get on a recumbent trainer, or at least get on my trainer, and at least keep some fitness up. So what else have I been up to? So as you can see, I'm in my garage. So at the end of last summer, I had a 30 by 40 garage shell built. So I had some contractors build the shell for me, and then I did all the work inside. So as you can see, I'll let you take a look around. I actually had them build the shell. I did all the wiring, got it all inspected. I insulated, put R21 in the walls. I've got R38 in the ceiling. I installed the whole metal ceiling, did all that stuff myself, and now I've been putting plywood on the walls and getting all that stuff done. I was going to paint some of the panels before I put all the wood up, and then I decided I'm just going to paint it all once I get it up there. Like I said, did all the wiring. I put in floor heat in here, so usually staying right around 58 degrees, which is nice and toasty. Keeps my camper nice and warm for the winter, so when the wife are ready to head out on the road here in spring, we can just pull her out and ready to go. My truck is outside for now, but we'll have to get it inside here once I get things finished up. And as you can see, there is still some snow on the ground, so kind of makes it a pain in the you-know-what. But just what we deal with living in the Northland. So back to my garage. 30 feet wide, 40 feet long. I have designated this area in the back here to build a bike cave. So I'm gonna ask you guys for some suggestions. What do you think I should put in my bike cave? I'm probably gonna come out to this window right over here. That'll bring me out maybe at least 10 feet, maybe 15 feet. I've got a really cool sliding bike rack, so I'm gonna hang all my bikes vertically, and then they're gonna be on like a trolley rack, so that's pretty cool. I think you'll look for a video on that. That'll be pretty cool. I'm not sure if I can get it done before my shoulder gets replaced, but we'll see. But looking for ideas on how I should deck out my bike cave. Should I put a bench out in the front? Should I put a bench out in along the back wall and put the bikes in the center? So some of the things that I'm trying to decide. I got more room than I need, which is good. The truck doesn't come back very far. The camper could probably go back further, but I could also pull the camper up farther. So not sure what I want to do here. I've got an old carbon, I got a carbon fat bike frame that was sheared in half from a bike rack, so I could make something decorative out of that. I've got a Schwinn homegrown XT, one of the old Schwinn team bikes that I would kind of keep for decorative purposes, so I may do something with that, hang it around, or maybe do something with it, not sure yet. So shoot me some ideas, let me know, drop them in the comments below, let me know what you think I should do, maybe should or shouldn't do. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on bike caves and looked at some blogs and just looking for ideas. I've got a lot of tools to put out there. I like the Abbey tools really well. I like Park tools, but I also have a lot of generic stuff. Got a compressor for out here already, so just trying to decide how I want to lay it all out. I have some extra receptacles up there for extra lighting, and I have the security system to keep everything protected in here, and plus we have the dogs, so that always helps. But yeah, haven't been doing much riding because of that spring thaw issue, the freeze thaw issue, but been hitting the trainer, doing a lot of work on the trainer, following the Bulletproof Cycling Club. Scott Maclean's good coach. I'll put a link to his program up on the right, so check him out. He's got some good videos. I joined a cycling club just to kind of see if I can get in shape for my summer riding. That was before I knew I would have to have a hip replaced. So that kind of mucks the system up. But again, they said 3 months and I should be back to normal. 90 days, got to wear a sling for a month. Got a European trip planned this summer that'll take 2 weeks out. Do have a trip to Bentonville with the boys here coming up in later on this month. So that'll be my last hurrah before my shoulder is replaced. Hopefully I can do some riding there. Howler was fun but wet. I went to Bentonville and did a jump clinic with Annika Beerton, so that was really cool. I would highly recommend her. I will put a link to her up here on the top as well. Yeah, good stuff, good riding. I'm hoping my shoulder will get me back in good shape. I got some rides I want to do. I want to do the race across Duluth coming up in the fall, so I'm going to go ahead and register for that and hopefully be able to hit that up. But give me some ideas on this bike cave. What do you think I should do in here? I got plenty of room. I got a blank canvas. I got 12-foot ceilings. Got to get the wood finished up. I've got to get the wood painted. I'm going to hopefully get most of that stuff done before I get my shoulder replaced. Until then, I'm going to be stuck on the trainer for a little bit. And like I said, I'm not too far out from getting my shoulder replaced, May 12th. So that'll be a kind of a crazy scenario, but we'll see. That is one of the other options I looked at as putting in my bike cave, is maybe setting up a screen somewhere in here, maybe over there in that corner, and putting my trainer on there. I have a Garmin Neo Tac 2 trainer, so I use that. Put my Ibis XE on it for now, and that works out really well. So I might bring that out here so I'm not staring at the walls in the basement, or actually at the computer screen. But yeah, I can get it out of the basement because we do have a home gym down there too. So trying to keep my health up. I'm doing the trainer. I go to the gym probably 3 to 4 times a week as well. So doing a lot of exercise there. It's part of what we deal with in the Northland, trying to stay fit during the winter months, do alternative activities. And of course, like I said, been putting this whole garage together all winter as well, so that's been keeping me busy. Hopefully you're out somewhere riding. Hopefully you're out doing something fun somewhere. So I do appreciate you checking in, watching my videos, subscribing. If you would, please hit that like button, subscribe button, share my videos, whatever. Appreciate you riding along. And yeah, drop some comments below. Let me know what you think I should do for my bike cave. Like I said, I got a lot of placards from my races and rides I've done, so I might put those on a wall, maybe get some pictures up, maybe some maps of Bentonville or something, or trails or something. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you would, like, share, subscribe, comment below what you think I should do. Most importantly, as always, get outside. Thanks for watching.